Accessrock. I'm Dave. We are talking to Smash Into Pieces.
That's right.
How are you?
Greatness.
Playing Klubben again.
Yeah.
We just spoke like 15 minutes ago.
In 30 minutes we'll be on stage playing.
Excellent. Let's did some push-ups here. Warming up for your gig, right?
No.
No.
I cannot.
You didn't do any... No, okay.
No.
How do you warm up for a gig?
For a gig, well, usually I play some guitar and then I kind of try to sound like Gunde Svan.
Okay.
You know, like... Nu ska jag skalla stjärna!
Yeah.
And then you kind of...
So he just said, now I'm gonna headbutt stars.
No, it's a horse called Stjärna.
It's a horse called Star. Then now I'm gonna headbutt the horse called Star. Makes much more sense, of course.
That's what my throat thinks. It makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
I do not warm up that way actually, because I used to run a couple of rounds around the block.
Okay.
And then I jump up and down for a minute or two. And then I try to play some sticking sometimes on the back of someone's back.
Of course, you're the annoying drummer, right? The guy
try to pick on
who
everybody.
always drums on stuff, right?
Exactly. That's how I do it.
Drum on people. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Drummers who do that are not very. Yeah.
Yeah. I
You have been on a pretty big tour now, Tour of the Dead. With you started your own tour.
Exactly. Here it comes. We have the tour called Unbreakable Tour, but in this tour we're doing two other tours. It's the Tour of the Dead and the tour with Unguided and
Command and Conquer.
Command and Conquer tour. So as we actually talked about last time when you were interviewing Adam and Per, we came to the conclusion that we actually did 3 tours, and this big tour we're naming Unbreakable Tour.
Okay.
So now we're playing not Command and Conquer Tour, we're doing Unbreakable Tour and Tour of the Dead.
Yes.
And the Tour of the Dead has its last gig here at Klubben in Stockholm tonight.
Your last gig with Tour of the Dead.
Anyway, so it's been a great experience, Tour of the Dead. We've learned so much from England Avatar. And they've been really treating us well. You know,
we have to really say a big thanks to John in Avatar, being our tour manager for this tour and for us like a band father. And we're like the annoying little brother that haven't checked everything and doesn't know where to go and where to sit and where to put the stuff. And he's like, it's okay guys, we just be here at that time. And we're like, okay, and then we're 5 minutes late and 10 minutes late and we lack some equipment. And
shame on you.
Shame on us.
Sorry,
John. Sorry.
You've used both Engel and Avatar's drum kit for almost the whole
of course.
tour.
Both Jimmy and John. I mean, both drummers. Big thanks to you both.
Because
actually.
you forgot yours?
No, I have mine. I just like to play on other drums.
Okay.
No, but usually it's a small stage, and if we have to use a drum kit in front of it will be
on the floor with the audience.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That would be so.
And I like to play in the audience. No offense, audience or people in general.
Since we last spoke, you have finally released your debut album, right?
Yeah. We didn't exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Any success? Any success at all? I've kind of heard of charts being topped.
Actually, we got in 3rd place on most sold albums on the Swedish rock chart.
Yeah.
And we got in 7th place on most sold albums totally on the Swedish Sverige-topplistan.
Yeah.
And that's pretty big to be a band. I mean, about our size and for a debut album.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been going pretty fast, and I think mainly that's only because we have been touring so intense the last couple of years, and now this year, I mean, we've been doing 30 gigs already since February, I think, and I mean, we have like 30 more gigs to do, and we have so I mean, in August we will have done 60 to 70 shows in Scandinavia, and that is pretty much because main base of these shows are in Sweden.
Yeah.
And Sweden aren't that big, so 50 to 60 shows in Sweden is pretty much.
Yeah.
You will just play the same place 5 times and then you'll
It was
be over with.
Exactly.
Yesterday was the 3rd time at Sticky Fingers for the last 6 months.
Exactly.
So
And people are still just really excited. I talked to one of your bandmates about people from Norway following you from the Norwegian show to
Yeah, that was-
Gothenburg
Yeah.
just to see you again.
Yeah, I know, and we were pretty amazed about that.
yeah, I didn't really. When I was standing on stage, I looked down and I got. Didn't I see those yesterday in Norway?
Exactly.
Actually,
How much have I drunk?
yeah, exactly. Where am I?
Norway.
Pretty cool. Because you have a huge fan base. You have devoted fans, really devoted fans. I
Yeah.
can see people on Facebook. You have like a lot of people just being fans of you on Facebook.
Exactly. And I think that's the main source to our success so far. It's because we have devoted fans that actually could help us promote and follow us. I mean, maybe we're not the biggest band in Sweden, obviously. We're pretty small if you compare it to other acts we're playing with, but we have very devoted fans that actually are following us and coming to our shows. So that means a lot.
And even though we recently released the album, we've been playing for like 4 years. So I guess we're not as new as maybe people
But
think.
still, 4 years is nothing if you compare to, to England and Avatar.
Exactly.
It's like you're.
Yeah, we're the little guy in the crowd. Yeah, of course.
How do you connect with your fans? Do you go out after shows, sign things? How do you kind of maintain the support?
Well, we try to always, communicate on shows on Facebook as much as we can, and I guess that is paying off. And we like to do it, of course. It feels just natural to always. Once we're finished with the show, we run out to the merch area, and also on Facebook we try to keep our fans updated with pictures and videos and as much as we can.
Exactly. And then I think it depends a lot also, because sometimes, I mean, I'm not a big party guy, but sometimes I like to just, hang around and talk to people and see what they're actually liking about us. And for 99% of the time, they actually are positive. I've almost never heard somebody say, "Oh, you suck, guys." I mean, it's always like, very good show. It's not my kind of music, but I like it. Or this was really my kind of music. I really like it. Or something in that kind of style.
Actually, so far I was a bit worried that, because we play kind of commercial rock, and usually you can hear a lot of bad talking about that kind of music and bands, but so far we have been treated well, I think, on all the forums that I've seen anyway. I guess it will come if we grow bigger, but it feels
And
like
especially after you say this,
yeah.
and people will have a go at you.
We're ready for it.
Favorite song to play live now?
Tough one.
It's not. I'm very done.
Start then.
Yeah.
Which one?
Unbreakable. Unbreakable.
Well, to me, I think maybe it's still Crash and Burn. Actually, I like the intensity. And I like the drums, of course. I'm the disco guy, so.
Disco pair.
Disco pair. You just reached a pretty high viewage of your video. The video we talked about.
Yeah, Colder.
Colder, yeah.
Did we talk about that video?
Yeah, in the last interview.
Oh.
You just.
I remember something about buildings and
Yeah.
me saying
Tall
something.
buildings. Tall buildings.
Top of roofs and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. Was that a question?
No, the question was, how does it feel? How does it feel when like hundreds of thousands of people have seen your video?
Oh, it's not hundreds of thousands yet, but I hope it's gonna be. But it's actually
It's growing.
It's growing, and I think because we've done this intense tour, we've done 8 gigs now for less than 10 days, or exactly 10 days I think it is today. So I think it's a lot of people, these last shows that have been spreading it, and we've also got pretty good media intensity in Norway and in Denmark, because it's been the first times we've been to those countries, or the first time we are to those two countries. And actually, we've got the newspaper writing about us, the radio talking about us over there, and
actually, it's Isak doing all of that.
yeah,
and it's
so I
really
am the
good
one
to
knowing it.
Yeah.
And actually, they have picked up and show pieces of Colden music video on their kind of spots and stuff, etc. So I think it has been actually in Norway and Denmark those views have come from this last week, and yeah, it's growing and it's growing fast. So actually, it's fun.
I mean, this is actually the first thing that we've had on our YouTube channel that is something official. It's only been like on the tour blogs and
Here is the drummer sleeping,
exactly.
stuff like that.
So this is our first real thingy.
Okay.
Hello, Access Rock. This is Per and
Isak.
from Smash Into Pieces.